there, Julie here with FoodStorageMadeEasy.net, and I have Chris from Titan Ready. We've already showed you some of his stoves and oven, and today we wanted to show you his water barrel tower. Now this water barrel tower is really neat. There's some things about it that I really like, and it makes rotating water super easy, saves lots of space, and is modular so it can grow with you as your water needs grow. So we're going to show you from start to finish, have it built. We're going to rewind, but first I wanted to highlight my favorite parts. So here you can see a 5-gallon bucket can fit right under, and you can open and water can come right out here, and it makes rotation really easy. You fill from the bottom up, and then rotation every 6 months or so, you can rotate it easily, use that extra water for your garden or for any of your needs, and it makes it really simple. We can start with just 2 barrels and then add this third one on, and we'll show you that later in the video, and that's a really neat feature too. And Chris, I wanted you to kind of talk about how this all started. I know that from this small box we got this shelf, but how did you come up with the idea, and tell me a little bit more about the materials in here?
I came up with the product when my father passed for my mother. She lives on a well, and it was too difficult for her to remove the 2-inch plugs and use a siphon pump every time she needed to get to her water. The 5-gallon bucket, it's because when you live on a well and you lose power, you can't flush your toilet, and Mom wanted to flush her toilet, so we made sure to elevate this up off the ground enough, yet build it out of solid tube steel, fully welded in Oregon by Americans for Americans, that it would withhold all of this water, because you've got about 440 pounds of water weight in each one of these barrels. When it's all said and done, you're looking at 1,500 pounds. So we fully weld it, we drill all the holes. It assembles like an erector set, and that's how we're able to get this 2-rack system into this box right here, and we can ship it clear across the country for a very minimal fee. And then, like Julie said, they are modular, so as your family grows, you can add a 3rd one on top, you can add a 4th one on top, whatever fits your family's needs. All of the water rotation and everything is done through the bottom. The top quarter-turn valve is a vent for air. It lets the air displace, but you have plenty of water pressure on a well or in the city to move the water and elevate it up that 3 high. Also, by putting it up that high, you do have some good head pressure down here, so you can move the water out pretty quick. So in designing this system, we made it so that it was very compact and very simple to put together, so anyone can access the water, from the smallest of children to our loved ones in their golden years. It's just a quarter-turn valve. This is made to fit the single mom with 2 kids and a hatchback Honda. Can fit this and 2 barrels in that car, take it home and assemble it in about 20 minutes.
Okay, great. So now we're going to rewind and show you a few clips of us setting it up, building it, some tips, and some highlights of things we really liked. So a few close-ups of these different features that it has. So let's get going. Okay, so we have this put exactly where I'm going to want to have it in my garage. And another thing that's really neat about these is, as your family grows, your water storage grows, you can grow your shelf. So here we have it set up, started to set up as a 2-barrel system. But with an extension you can get, if you start with a 2 and you want to add 3, you can just build the extra piece and just stack it right on. And so then now we can add a 3rd one, add the plumbing, and get going. So we're going to put this whole thing together now so you can see what it actually looks like when it's done. Okay, so we're just getting the barrels out and getting them ready to attach the plumbing kits to them. And we recommend getting new barrels for this. When you're holding water that you're going to be using in case of emergency, you want to make sure that it's going to be in a barrel that holds up and it's not going to have any problems with it. So we recommend getting some good bottles or barrels, getting them cleaned out ahead of time, and we'll go ahead and do that and be ready to go. We are all done, and as you can see, we have 3 barrels on this shelf that fit in the space of less than 2 barrels. So we have 165 gallons of water ready to rotate, ready to use, easy to rotate, and easy to use. So if these shelves interest you, visit foodstorageMadeEasy.net or click on the link in the description below and we'll be able to hook you up and get you a good price on these shelves.